Alright, so I'm doing fucking straight lore for Cholo here, and I have to erase someone. Kratom King seems like a good one. Suicide Knight, saving him. He will be the last character I ever play with. Alright. Did I turn the fucking audio? Oh, thank God, I thought I turned the audio off.
It is called Lorethrough, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
And we see the scene that the final DLC intended to be in the original, basically.
In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades.
Indeed.
And the lords go without thrones.
The fire fades. Very important. Seriously. I'm very sarcastic, but no, seriously.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls,
And it awakes.
unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves.
Right. I gotta say, my lore interpretations of this game are very different from the general populace.
Saint of the deep,
I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a moment.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers.
Abyss Watchers, my buddy, has the greatest fucking theory I've ever heard. Shadow, his name is. And I don't think he'd want me to share it. But I'm gonna have to touch on generalities about it, because it's fucking true. And I've only heard Shadow talk about it, but it's... I don't know. I actually hope he would hop in here right now and tell me whether or not I can share. But we ain't gonna be at the Abyss Watchers for quite a long while, so...
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones.
Which they all do. And that's... what's her name? What's his name? So about all we know so far, again, my interpretations are very...
Nameless, accursed undead,
a lot of them are very
even to be cinder.
off considered.
And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
So nameless, accursed, undead, unfit even to be cinder. So we're ash and we're seeketh them. So basically, because the lords are denying the throne, they're denying to link the fire. We, the ash, even worse than a pygmy, we are going to have to do that for them. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't need it if you want it.
No, training's all fine.
Alright, thanks, dude. So, I'm gonna call this True Lore, because there's gonna be a part I get to in the game where I'm gonna say something where I guarantee
You would be the worst.
half of the people will go, oh, yeah, I never fucking thought of that. But the other half are gonna go, oh, Vadi Vidya never fucking talked about that, so it's not true. It fucking is. It is true. Which guy starts with the short bow? Thief. Indeed. Well, we'll go with the life ring, I guess. Should I pick something with more lore to it? No. Fuck it. Let's play it safe. Load a favorite, don't know which. Probably make a White Walker. Does that look like the Night's King? I don't think so anymore. I used to think so. That one looks more like him. Keep changing his face in Game of Thrones. That reminds me of him in a caricature type of way. That one? Or that one? Or that one? Or Tywin. No, I'm gonna go with a White Walker. I just don't know fucking which one. And if you already growing impatient, you came across this on YouTube, might as well turn it off right now, because it's gonna be the most patient fucking playthrough you ever see. Which is bad for a lot of reasons. Nah, I'm gonna go with this one. Fuck it. I really hate the starting apparel of the fucking thief. It's pathetic. It shows my pale, pasty legs and shit. Not good. So the bell tolls, wakes up the lords, and it pulls up the ashes. Us. We seeketh Ember. I guess. Actually, definitely one of my absolutely least favorite things about this game, I would say. Unfortunately, is the whole ash take in general. I guess it had to come down to that fundamentally. On a level of, I don't know, just like physics. What am I trying to say? Like an alchemical level or some shit, where Miyazaki was like, well, it's all about light and dark, so what's the next step? Why did I feel like I was, I thought I was going to dash from playing Bloodborne. So Miyazaki's like, probably all about light and dark, so I guess it's all about fire and ash? I guess. Didn't drop nothing. Since I'm doing a Lorethrough, I have to fucking explore. Even though I'm a noob. Not a noob, casual. Ow! See? Didn't even know a crossbow guy could get me from there. Douchebag. I guess I should fuck with the crystal lizard. But I'm not going to, because I'm too scared. I'm too much of a fucking casual to do that right now. Since fucking Cholo's not in here, I'm gonna look at this pretty scene. No, 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 no. Just turn off the thing. Okay, so. This I find interesting. That right after you fight Gundyr and cross the Firelink Shrine, after that, boom, the sun's fucking everywhere. Where this is like, at first, you know, the mind thinks like it's ice and it's all wintry and shit, but it's really just ash. I mean, you look at the clouds, it looks like overcast and the sun's barely visible. It's just, I think it's just all supposed to be fucking ash. Could be wrong. Love that building. Wonder about it a lot. What it could mean. Take a better look at it when we get further away. I hope I remember. Alright, I forgot the rules of this game. I played so much Bloodborne recently. I keep thinking I gotta charge R2 to get the backstab. So I'm like not taking it. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing drunk wandering with your brother over here? What's up, bro? I find it interesting, that structure. It reminds me very much of Fard. Or not. Moving on. These buildings, you know, obviously they look like torn down from something greater, like something really great once stood here. And now you got a piece of an image of it sticking out of the wall, but the vines and the moss and earth has just overtaken everything, and this little area right here is just pretty much collapsed. But it's really well done compared to the other games in that it gives you the notion of, gives you the feeling that something great once stood here. And it's really well done in a subtle way. Oh, we got Gundyr here. He, I'm guessing, is the guy who came out of that giant... Nah, he is the guy who came out of the giant tombstone right in the beginning. Or is that his tomb right there I'm looking at? Not sure. Did they change his moveset? These motherfuckers do some crazy patch to me or something. Got me with the elbow. Oh. Get fucked, loser. Get fucked, casual. So, this blobby shit, I never really understood it, to be honest with you. And I guess I just didn't love Dark Souls 3 as much. Where I ever looked it up, to understand if there's any real fucking meaning behind it. Abso-fucking-lutely at all. But, yeah, that happens. Gundyr turns into a big-ass blob, and then, there's a few other guys that turn into big-ass blobs, and there's blob things, and we're just part of their blob world. We're just a little speck in their big blob world. That guy, looking off there, reminiscent, almost like he fucking remembers something. Like there's something going on in his mind, and he remembers what he once came from. Standing at the fucking edge of the cliff, he daydreams long enough, he's gonna fucking fall off it, which is about to happen right now. That was fun. So this is all the same shit. I want to look at that structure from further away, so I'm going to. That is something big. Maybe it's been touched upon by big YouTubers like VadaVidya, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't looked up enough shit, but there's something really important. There used to be a giant fucking palace built where the ash rises from. I mean, I guess you could just look at it like, you know, the fire, and I don't know. I'm gonna get into that later. I need to fucking pay attention to what's going on, because definitely don't know this game well, so it's kind of like a new playthrough. By the way, I'm not even gonna mind the chat. If you're in here, Choa, I'm just gonna play as if no one's here. I'm just gonna play the game, talk about the lore. This is the first important item. I don't want to explain too much because my friend has a theory that I don't want to drop, and I gotta talk to him about it. But that sword, that's a Torius' sword, or that's a Biswatcher's sword. One or the other. I'm right on one of them, and that's important that it stands at that grave because you find an important item there. Not yet. Wrong way. Okay, over here we got Mr. Ninja Master, who will definitely fuck me up because I haven't played in a long time. I'm wondering if I should just fucking skip him, or if I should just toy with him a little bit and see if I can knock him off the edge to get the Uchi. They patched his ass, huh? He don't like coming by the edge no more. Oh, he can guard break the fuck out of me. I forgot about that. See, the rolling in this game, I can't really blame the game. I'm the one doing it, but I mean, the game lets me do it. It's pretty fucking excessive how much you can just roll through shit. Alright, he's going to fuck my ass. I'll deal with you later. Fuck you, Uncle. Uncle Skinny Dipper over there. Fuck him. Get our first ember here. Just make our way into Firelink Shrine. I'm too much of a fucking casual for that shit. I'm afraid he's gonna like plunge attack me at any moment.
Another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And would have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their...
Hold on a second, man. I fucking can't hear a goddamn word you're fucking saying. What's going on here? How dare me? Not that loud.
Another... Well, you're not alone.
We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives them conniptions.
We're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. They're not fit to lick their boots.
So I skipped an important line by spamming X, but we got the collapse gesture. But I skipped an important line where he's talking about basically how useless being unkindled is compared to... I think specifically he talks about...
What a sick. Asking us to seek talking true legends.
Oh, he didn't... maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But I believe if you talk to him enough and exhaust his dialogue after a certain point, he will mention Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods. And basically his point is just... Oh, he's the useless Dark Souls character, isn't he, right? He's the one who sits there and bitches and moans and just...
Welcome to the bonfire.
I'm so fucked up right now, I don't even have adverbs or verbs or vocabulary or nouns.
I tend to the flame and tend to thee.
This chick's a hybrid of Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1.
Left their thrones and must be
Actually, she's just kind of a chick from Dark Souls or Demon Souls, that's about it.
Very well. Then take note.
Alright, we're gonna touch the darkness inside her. I'm not sure if that's the actual line in this game. I'm just gonna pump it. Be done with it.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Yeah. Started with that for a reason. This character. I love this bow. Arrows must be equipped in order to use bows. That doesn't really talk about much. Primarily a slicing weapon, but its blade is crafted to cause bleeding, make it a favorite for thieves and bandits. And then you see the bleed damage right there, 30. I personally love this dagger. We might go all the way thief build, fuck it. No gauntlets for the thief build. We can change that. We can bend the rules a little bit. So the Estus. Well, let's get far enough away from Andre where he's not bleeding my fucking ears with that banging. Okay. Undead treasure these dull green flasks. Fill with Estus at bonfires and drink. Blah. The journey of an undead has always traced the bonfires. And no journey of import. Why not just write important? And no journey of import, or is that not what it means? Does it mean import? Has ever been made without an Estus flask? Yeah. Actually, there's people I've seen on YouTube make that journey without Estus. You'd be surprised, Miyazaki-san. Quite befitting of an unkindled and ashen Estus flask turns a bonfire's heat cold. Huh. Turns a bonfire's heat cold. What the fuck does that mean, man? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. I'm gonna think about it more though. I'm not gonna look shit up. I'm gonna figure this game out on my own just once before I leave this world.
To make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble
Miyazaki also fucked up with the goddamn music being so equal to the dialogue.
pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the
Now we
shoulder.
have Dark Souls 2.
Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont? No?
So I guess a nice little detail about her, like, is if you go to Andre, right? What's behind him? A bunch of fucking armor. You know, swords, all that shit. Some candles. Some candles by her too. When we get Grey Rat later, you'll see he has a bunch of goods. And like all the other Dark Souls games, Demon Souls, whatever, you have just the guy fucking sulking. The sulker, that's the word I was looking for. And just bitching and moaning about how hard it is so that you don't feel alone in that. And you have a Firekeeper, nothing's behind her, nothing's behind him. Andre's got his swords. And this is just gravestones. And the way we utilize this NPC is by bringing her basically corpses. I mean, not corpses, but ashes from corpses in exchange for items. All she wants is souls. So, I mean, people look at her, you might look at her at first like, oh, she's a good guy. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I'd say she's got a really twisted agenda. She's got all the items in the fucking world. She can get you almost every fucking ring. Oh, no, all the rings. That's how it works. She's got tombstones behind her. It's all representative that she's just a bitch. Yeah, that's my conclusion. She's a real bitch.
How may I be?
And nothing comes free for her. So, no, I didn't realize it till just now. I always hate how she goes, Ashen One, when I try and walk away, but the way she says it, almost like out of desperation, like she fucking wants some souls. Stockpiling what she'd ever become. I think she's just a soul addict. I think souls are like heroin or some shit. That bitch be high as fuck. Look at all those tombstones behind her. Shit. The undead treasures, these dull green. I already read this. I don't need to read it twice. Oh, moss fruit. You don't give me time to read it. So we spawn here. I'm guessing we came up through the wall. Because we're like the fucking T-1000 from Terminator. And then you see another fucking sword, cinder, poker thing, fire thing. With an empty goblet. Which in Dark Souls 1 has a lot of relevance. But I'm not going to actually start making connections that I don't know. Because this is just a fun little playthrough I'm doing for my own sake. Thanks to Choa. She's the one who inspired it. But yeah, I'm not going to make connections I definitely don't know about. Because when I do get my theory out, and it's going to be about in the middle of the game when I'm even at liberty to talk about my theory, so that it makes sense. Anyone who watches this is gonna fucking freak out. They're either gonna freak out because they agree with me, or they're gonna freak out because they're gonna say I'm totally full of shit. No one agrees on that fact. No, it's not a fact. It's not true. I'm wrong. You're gonna hear a lot of that shit. So, until that point, I'm just gonna enjoy myself and finally try and consume this game. No pun intended. No backstab, huh? I actually enjoy this game and appreciate it a lot more when I play with this mindset of not trying to rush the character, just bringing my way through it. I kind of appreciate the environment more. Or I could just be really high. It could be that simple. So I just realize now, because of this mindset, either being stoned or appreciating the environment more, because I'm actually taking my time, that these guys were those guys, and those guys were going to turn into these guys. So basically, they're just... What are they doing exactly? I mean... They're not paying homage. They're fucking... They seem desperate. They're mourning. First they're fucking like doing like some type of prayer. Then after that guy comes out, they all freak out and hide and don't want to fight. So it's like they've given up on life, and these guys are pointing it that way, and just like Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. Yeah, one guy looks that way and the other guy looks the other way, and this guy's standing in the middle like, hey, what the fuck you want from me? No, I don't fucking know why they're looking in those directions, because I don't know enough to understand exactly what that is and what that is. But it just, I guess, these guys have given up so much on their lives that, you know, they're going to die in the gesture of prayer, and the roots will fucking come up and grow through them, which is pretty cool. Where before, actually, my entire time playing it, I just thought, what the fuck is that? Like, Miyazaki just thought that was cool, so he stuck it in there. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. The undead just have no fucking point. Everything's lost. The fire's gonna be lost. Everything's gonna fade to dark. These guys are just poor fuckers who are just sitting here baking in the sun, and they're gonna become fucking food for plants, I guess. Trees. Is there a difference? See? A little bit of action. He just ducks his head like, please leave me the fuck alone. But if you fuck with him, he will defend himself. Because it doesn't matter how apathetic you are about life, you know, your instincts are gonna kick in. Oh, a raw jump. Might use that on the dagger just for shits and giggles. Bandit knife, yeah, I know. I just was about to pull a really sexy move, but I fucked it up. See, I mean, look, I'm getting my ass kicked because I'm fucking, like, not trying, so it's another gripe I kind of have with this game. It's a little too fucking easy. But apparently, you know, if I really think about it, if you play through this completely solo, which I've never done, I'm doing right now, actually, probably very fucking difficult if you don't know the terrain, which I do, so it probably won't be difficult. But the first playthrough, I met really cool people, and then, oh, shit! And I made my way through the game cooperatively, at least half of it, at least. So I never really got to experience what I believe IGN, I shouldn't say IGN, what one... Let's just say one very big, popular website quoted as saying the hardest bosses of all time in Dark Souls. I kind of fucking definitely disagree. Alright. Their utility is singular, but applications many. The value of these specs depend greatly on the imagination of their owner. That literally should be the fucking thumbnail of this playthrough. Amen. Because that's one thing I'm gonna talk about, but I'll make a separate video for it. I'm working on it right now, about the true story of Dark Souls 3 that everyone fucking ignores. It is right in front of your faces. But you could still say I'm wrong, because just like it says, many applications, the value of these specs depends greatly on the imagination of the owner. So, as always, Dark Souls, one thing I love about Dark Souls 3, just like all the other games in the series, it's all in the eye of the beholder type of thing. This fucking dragon, I'm trying to figure out, did he crash here? I think he crashed here, but I mean, what killed this dragon? I can't say an ashen one, because aren't we the first? I mean, the bell tolled, and that's what awakes the ashen one, right? So, unlike Dark Souls 1, this isn't like many undead have come, I don't think, I guess. But I think we're the first of our kind here. And he's fading into ash. So, I guess it reminds me of the dragon in Dark Souls 1 that's on the crevice of the cave. He's just hanging on to the cave and he's dwindling away. Seems like this dragon was doing the same shit, and then he eventually did. Swinging at shit that doesn't exist. This guy over here is one of the most strangely located AIs I've ever seen in a video game. Like, he's just waiting his whole life. Like, if I'm gonna sit here behind these boxes here, they ain't gonna see shit. It's only for you to just kind of go off to the side of it, and then he's like, God damn it! Fucking was trying to scare him! Why am I doing a southern voice? Some of my best friends are from the fucking south. I don't know. Now we got the real dragon, and I'm in the wrong place to view it. Oh yeah, it's gotta fly down. I haven't triggered it. So what happens when you run a game too many times? Fucking you start to ruin it yourself. Up or down? Up. That guy. That dragon ain't fucking around. He ain't giving up so easily. He ain't saying, oh, woe is me, and just dying. Oh, shit, on the side of a cliff. Oh. Fucking casual. He's fucking kicking ass. But I don't quite understand it. Don't the dragons want... Oh, wait, no, I guess the dragons would want darkness, wouldn't they? Because in darkness, they would have another chance to get that old world that was taken from them by... Oh! Yeah, okay, so he's fighting. He definitely doesn't want the Ashen One to succeed. Because Gwyn fucking committed genocide on his family and his friends and all his beer-drinking buddies and shit. And, they do not want fucking you. Well, I mean, I guess I'm coming to Link to Fire, so that's not what the dragons want. Because dragons were born in darkness. They lived in darkness. And there were nothing but them and great arch trees everywhere. Arch trees, whatever the fuck they're called. You really not gonna let me sit down at the bonfire, you asshole? Are you serious? Wow. I meant to fucking... No way. Yeah, I just did that. Even though I'm too casual to be trying that shit. Maybe I'll get good with the medium shield again. Which I was for about 20 hours into the game. And then went to the target shield and turned into a bitch. That was my biggest mistake, gameplay wise and PvP wise. It's putting down that medium shield, man. I'm gonna hold on to it in this playthrough. I don't know why I just ran up into his face and told him to hit me, but sometimes shit just goes down that way. It's just life, man. So fire bombs always gotta be on a corpse. I wonder why these corpses don't eventually decay. I guess they do in some spots. We'll find items that aren't on corpses. Fire damage, which differs from physical damage. Oh, no. Brisk urn filled with black powder. Explodes, inflicting fire damage. Yeah, nothing to see here. In Dark Souls 1, that would have worked. Oop. I didn't mean to do that. What's up, buddy? That was so gay. What the kids call an epic fail. Drop the halberd. Drop. You motherfucker. This dude over here, like his buddy upstairs, waiting behind shit his entire life, but he's got a plan. He's got explosives and shit. Fucking a little pyromaniac, you. This guy, I have no idea. He's just fucking banging the wall in between two windows. Doesn't make sense to me, Miyazaki. Doesn't make sense at all. But to each his own. This hard, edgeless sword can pierce through tough armor and boasts a deadly critical attack. Can't you tell when I'm definitely, I'm gonna blame it on being fried right now. But when you can tell I'm a shitty reader and I like stall. Let's read fast, see if we can. Aim carefully and attack a large forward lunge to pierce through. You can't do it. Enemy shields and inflict damage directly. So embarrassing in school when they'd call on me. Fucking Joseph chapter 2. I'd be like, you fucking bitch. So Grey Rat's in there. And I came this way first because I forgot. But this ain't a tutorial. Ah, my neck. Alright. Is this item on a corpse? Yep, it's on a corpse. More throwing knives. Sexy. Let's equip them. Why not? It'd be fun if we got invaded right now. I'm already getting so tired, I'm about to call it a night. So much for fucking lore. I'm trying to think which way should I go where I can talk about the most shit. I'm not gonna fight Vort, I'm just gonna open up the shortcut. I'll get Grey Rat's key. I'll start up the video, the second one, with a bunch of items to talk about, unlike this video. So that way it's more, I don't know, planned out. Less raw, but then after talking about those items we'll get back into it, just do an enjoyable fun tutorial. Ooh, 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 ooh. Trading shield blows and win. Another dragon just hanging on the edge till he died, like the fucking dude in Valley of the Drakes. I remembered the name. Couldn't remember it earlier. This guy is Gundir's little cousin or some shit. I really don't fucking know. I could kill him and he won't explode, but what fun is that? There's a crystal lizard here that I fucking forgot where he is, so I'm not getting him. Oh, there he is. Come, no. Yeah, of course you would run towards him. Fucking loser. Yeah, I can't continue the stream unless I take a break. My eyes want to close for a while. Ooh. Boom, boom. Got the double. Partial parry and then the parry to finish. Even using the wrong menus. That's how casual we be. Straight sword with a broken blade. A weapon with no except... A weapon with no exceptional qualities. Only a Mad Hollow would choose to fight with this. Does that make like a Great Hollow weapon or something? I can't remember. I don't know this game like a new Dark Souls one. Or fire bombs. Black powder explodes. Very cut and dry there. Like this area. Find this area interesting. Oop. Sorry, buddy. This is pretty cool how these corpses have dissolved so they've been here for so fucking long that like you can roll into some of them, they just break apart. There's not even bodies left. Like this is this ancient war. Okay, we got I guess your basic longsword here. And these guys, hold on a second. So these guys are Lothric Knights, correct? But so are they? So who was fighting who? I need to change the name of this fucking playthrough. I shouldn't be calling it a Lorethrough when I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is like the first time I've really paid attention to this game. I mean, were the Red Knights fighting the Blue Knight? I don't think so. He's reaching for his fucking halberd or axe. No, that's an axe. Definitely an axe. Not the Winged Knight halberd. Thought he found me. Thought your brother found me, bud. Don't have much to say, I just find it kind of interesting. Says a lot about the Winged Knight. Now, I can't remember the armor description, but I bet it says something about loyalty, obedience, pride. It's got to. Something along that line. I can parry this guy, but I shouldn't try. Literally scared the fucking shit out of me. Get away from him. No! No, what are you doing? Oh! Asshole. Fucking, that's... Oh! Dude, I've never seen him do that in this game. That's how little I fucking know, even though I've beaten it I don't know how many times. I've never seen him do the AoE out here. I knew the other ones did it, but I... Man, I'm a fucking idiot. This is gonna be fun to play through this again. Lorethrough. I need to change the name to like blind play fucking through. That's what it's pretty much is. What it feels like. I guess I call it the playthrough half blind. Ring of Sacrifice. Classic from Dark Souls 1. My noob ass is putting it on. Mystical ring was created in the sacrificial rite of Valka, the goddess of sin. Valka has a lot of fucking backstory that's hard to dig up even in Dark Souls 1. It's where we'll lose nothing upon death, but the ring will itself break. The sacrifice is only worth as much as the life it spares. I don't even know if Valka's... I'm such a casual at this game, I can't remember if Valka's weapons or gear is in it. That's how much I've given a shit. But, like I said, it's either because I'm really stoned, or I'm just taking my time and playing through slow for the first time, maybe ever. Since my first playthrough, I didn't even play that through slow. I was trying to beat it every fucking morning before work. I'm such a loser. But I'm like enjoying the environment where normally I wouldn't give a flying fuck. Hey, that's just not fair, man. Got a lot of these fuckers now. So we open up the shortcut, we get back to the fire, and there's an axe wielder out here, and he's really mad about something. That's a good note to end it on. See you fucking assholes next time.